Welcome back to our channel and thank you very much for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own Shopify store from scratch. And we're going to do this in less than an hour. This is a store that we're going to build. Okay, we're going to build a store called Mzansi Top Hair that is going to be selling hair products that look like this. We're going to go from scratch and end with this store with products in the store collections. I'm going to show you how to do this yourself from wherever you are located. We have a catalog as well on the page with all the different hair products that we're going to be selling. I'm going to show you how to create this store for yourself from scratch in the next 1 hour if you follow along. Okay, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to import these products. We're going to drop ship these products from our suppliers of AliExpress. So I'm going to show you as well how to do that. We've imported these products from this website directly into our Shopify store. All the pricing rules, I'm going to show you how to set pricing and profits for your store. We're going to make sure that we're making about 200% profit. So this is a very quick way to start making money online by creating your own online store, drop shipping products from AliExpress using Shopify. And I'm going to show you also Oberlo, which is the Shopify extension that we're going to be using to download products directly from AliExpress into our online store using Oberlo. So let's start by looking for Shopify. Go to Google and put in the words Shopify and Google for Shopify and just press enter. And once you do that, one of the very first links that shows up, Shopify eCommerce free 14-day trial, that's the one you want. Let's just open that in another window. Once you have that opened, you have two options. Start a free trial, and this is for bigger companies. So we're just going to go with a free trial. And once you do that, you're going to enter your email address here. It is that simple to create an online store. All I entered was my email address, the store name, my password, and now you're going to go through this wizard that you must specify all your details. What are we selling? I'm just playing around. Okay. No, I don't need any of this. I've got a logo. I don't need names. What is your current revenue? South Africa. Rand. Beauty. I'm not developing for a client. Let's go next. So in here, you need to enter your official address so that you can get paid by Shopify. And just like that, you're done. So the first time you create a Shopify store, you're going to be faced with this. You can see that your trial has just started. You have 14 days with this trial before you get charged anything by Shopify. We're now in our Shopify backend. And according to their recommended wizard, start finding products, customize your theme, add a domain. But we're going to do it in a different way. The first important thing to do when you first create a Shopify store, they will not send you a verification email automatically. You have to come here, press this button and request Shopify to send you that verification email. So this is the details we've entered. Make sure that your email address is correct and click on send a verification email. Okay, then only will the email be sent to you, and then you need to go into your email account and verify that. We're going to start by customizing our theme. There's two ways to get there. If this wizard is going to disappear eventually, you can either customize the theme there or go to your online store, which is how I like to do it, at the bottom there, and click on customize. This is the theme that comes automatically with a Shopify. I don't like this theme. And if you don't like this theme, just like me, you can go back there and go to online store. This is your current theme, the debut theme. Okay, and you can go into free themes and explore other free themes that you can use in your store. So click that. So this is all the available themes you've got that you can use for free on your online store. Okay, I like that. It isn't a lot, I know. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 free themes that you can choose. If you don't like any of these, you can go into the Shopify theme store and then you can have a wider variety of themes to choose from. which you will have to pay for. So that's the thing with Shopify. You pay for just about everything that you do on Shopify. So I don't want to pay, and I'm going to go with a free theme. Okay, so explore free themes, and I'm going to go with that one. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Let's see. I don't like that. I'm selling hair on my store, so maybe let me go with simple. Okay. Yeah, let me go with simple. Okay, now that we've selected the theme for our store, we're going to go and find products to sell, which is the first recommended thing that you do. Actually, we should have started here. So let's go and browse through products, shopping apps. The way Shopify works is you can come in here and you already have products that you're selling, and you can just immediately add them on here one by one. Okay, so you can just start by adding a product. But what I want to create a store that's going to dropship, that's going to sell products from other suppliers that I'm going to sell on my product, which is a lot of what a lot of people do with Shopify. So Shopify has amazing dropshipping applications that you can use. And I'm going to go with Oberlo because it's the biggest and the most commonly used on Shopify. So just click on that and say add app to your store. Okay, so you need your Shopify URL. Let's just go back here and get our Shopify URL and put it in there. Okay, log in. Install app. Now, step one is completed. We've connected Oberlo to our store. The second, step two, is to add our first products. Okay, so let's explore products that we're going to add to the store. Okay, so what I'm selling in here, Oberlo is directly connected to AliExpress. Okay, if you remember my previous videos, I showed you how to find products on AliExpress to sell in your store, and we're doing that for WooCommerce. Oberlo is another plugin that is directly connected to AliExpress to buy your products from. So we want hair extensions. Okay, we want to sell hair extensions in our store, and these are the hair extensions that we're going to be selling. Now, we're going to do the search from inside of Oberlo directly onto AliExpress. The same search we're doing here is the same search we're going to do there. So I'm looking for hair extensions in all categories, and just okay, all the products that come up here under hair extensions, you can immediately add to your store. But before you add any product to your store, you have to do your AliExpress research. So you need to go to AliExpress, do the same thing, search for hair extensions and see what comes up, and have a look at the different stores that sell hair extensions. For example, this is the Sapphire official store. You're going to open it in a different tab. You're going to have a look at this store and have a look at the hair extensions that they provide. So let's say you're looking for human wigs, bob lace, whatever the hair extensions you want to sell. Click on the specific hairs. It's very important to have a look at the number of orders. On AliExpress, that's indicated, but you might not be able to see it here, or you can see the orders as well. Okay, the number of orders is very important because the number of orders tell you how many successful orders have gone through, people have ordered this product, how popular it is, which means products with high orders go quickly and you're going to get them shipped faster. But if you see like a low number of orders, that tells you that either that supplier is not very busy or that product is not very popular. So use this, and for example, this has a high number of orders, add that to your import list, and just do the same and go through this list. But at the same time, have a look at your AliExpress store, find that order here, open it in a different tab and have a look at it. And very important to see the different types of variations they've got on the product. For example, this is 8 inches. You're shipping from China, and then you can have a look at the shipping costs, because it's important that you're going to incorporate the shipping cost into your product cost. So this shipping cost, for example, you can now see it's $52, including shipping to South Africa via Aramex, which takes 1638 days. This is important for your product page because you have to specify to your clients how long it's going to take for that product to get to them. So as you add products here, you don't see that details here. You don't see the details of the shipping time. Or you see the Aramex 16 to 38 days, okay, 9 to 22 days, 7 to 14 days. So these details is important to confirm that day, but it's good that Oberlo has it there. So have a look at the shipping time, have a look at the shipping provider so that you know that the shipping cost is included in what you're selling. So for example, I like this shipping time of 9 to 22 days. That's the kind of product I want to add, but this has 12 orders, so I want to add that to my import list. And let's have a look there. 4 orders, but that's also 9 to 22 days. So 9 to 22 days seems to be the standard shipping time for a lot of these hair products. So just add them to your list, you know, like as you see it, depending on what it is you want to sell. That's Leon's, and that's 27, 20. I don't want 20 days. That's already too long. I want to just keep it to the 9 days, and I'm going to add that to my import list. And while you're adding products to the import list, some products, just take note, the pricing includes a shipping, and some products the pricing excludes a shipping. So take close attention to which products include shipping in the pricing and which ones exclude shipping in the pricing, so that you can incorporate for the shipping costs for products that do not include shipping in the pricing. Okay. One other thing that's very important and useful from the product pages is if you find the product page for the specific product you're trying to order, a lot of them have videos. This one, right? This video is very useful for you to use in your own store. Okay, so you can download this video from the product page of the store that's selling this wig and have this video embedded in your store as well to help clients understand what the hair product looks like, and people do it all the time. I think we have enough products for now. Let's go then to our import list to see all the products that we have imported. This is everything that we imported from Oberlo. Okay, in the import list, there's a couple of things that you should do. It's a staging area between AliExpress and your store. And over here, you have the product. You can see the image of the product. You can see the description that comes with it. And you can edit this description here yourself. But don't worry, if you don't edit it now, you also have an opportunity to edit it directly from your Shopify store. And then you can see the different variants that come with the product. And you also have an opportunity to go through the images that go with the different variants. So you can change items, edit things inside your import list. But I don't like to do this. I like to do this directly from my Shopify store. So once you're happy with everything on your import list and you've edited all your products, you can just import to the store. But before we import to the store, we need to decide on the pricing rules, because on AliExpress you have a certain price in US dollars, and you need to decide on the pricing rule for your store in your current currency of the country where you are located. Now, the pricing rules are set under the settings for your Oberlo application. You need to come in here and go under global pricing rules. Under the global pricing rule, you're going to decide what multiplier must be added to the pricing from your AliExpress store. Whatever multiplier you add in here, the price from AliExpress will be multiplied by that, and that is the price that will be set in your store in your current currency. So you need to set this multiplier including your current currency in the calculation. So for example, I'm in South Africa and my currency is South African Rand, and South African Rand is about 17 to 18 Rand to the US dollar. So if I multiply the pricing out of AliExpress by 17, that is going to just mean that I'm just selling it at exactly the same amount of rands as what I'm buying for. So I need to add the profits in there. So I need to choose a multiplier that incorporates the profits that I want to make plus a currency exchange. So this number cannot just be times 2 because you want to make 2 times the profit. It needs to be times the currency exchange for your country, then times the number of profits that you want to make. So in my case, I've selected 50. Okay, and that's what I'm going to work with. And then you also have advanced pricing rules. What advanced pricing rules do is you can then decide different pricing rules for different value products inside your store. So for example, I'm selling hair extensions, but imagine I wanted to sell eyelashes as well, and eyelashes are like less than $1 each on AliExpress, maybe $1, a couple of cents, $2. And I feel like for eyelashes I can multiply it by 6 or by 7. I can get more profits out of eyelashes because they are so cheap. I can sell them for 5 times multiplier and still make a sale in South Africa. So I can say for a cost range of 0 to $5, okay, I want the multiplier to be much higher, to be 70, okay, and then do it like that. But then for the rest of the items, I want the multiplier to be 50. So anything that has a value of less than $5, the price will be multiplied by 70. But everything else that is above $5, the price will be multiplied by 50, and then I can save the settings. That means that you can apply different pricing rules to different products based on their value inside your store. But the pricing rule is generic. Whatever you set here will be saved generically across your store. So when you come into your import list, and you have a look at the products here, whatever the pricing is there on AliExpress, your global pricing rule is going to be applied automatically when the items come into your store. If you've selected 50, it's going to take the $67 and it's going to multiply it by 50, and that is going to be the price inside your store in South African rands that will be set when you import these items. So if you're happy with that, just import all to store and say yes. And we need to navigate towards our products. And inside our products, we should be able to see all the items that we have imported from our Oberlo application. Now, if you click on a specific product, when you import something from Oberlo, you need to spend also a little bit of time editing this product page to make it suitable for what you're trying to do. So if you look here, you want to definitely rewrite this description. This doesn't look appetizing. So remove all of this and rewrite this description and have a look at the images. And then these are all your product variations. They are all imported based on their names and the different variations. Oberlo does that automatically for you behind the scenes, but you need to go through the product page and double check this yourself. For example, you can see here that the images are not imported with the description. So they're not pulled through. So you need to come in here and then select an image. You could use the same image, or you could go back to AliExpress and look for the different images for the different variations, download them from AliExpress, and come back here and make sure that each and every different variation has got an image. And if you cannot find it and you decide you don't want it anymore, you can actually just click on this and delete this from your store, and you can get rid of it if you can't find the image for it. But you need to have an image for every single product variation to help your clients decide what does this variation mean when they're purchasing a product from your store. So spend time, rewrite this, use search engine optimization, rewrite this product page so that it is able to draw people towards your store. The next thing I want to touch on before I leave the product page is what we call your collections. If you look here, currently we do not have any product collections. So let's create quickly a product collection that we can add our products to. We will go to collections, and we are going to create a new collection. And we're just going to call this like what they're recommending. Let's just call this a summer collection. And I'm not going to put a description there, but you need to put a description and make sure it's very descriptive. Use your words properly, use the keywords, and describe this, in a proper way to draw people to your store. And quickly just add an image for this, and just download any image here. Let's like pick that, for example, and okay, and I'm going to go for manual collection type. This means I must add products manually to this collection. I will not be adding them automatically. And let's save that. And once you're done with that, you can go back to your collections. Just click on it again. Okay, and you see there's no products there. Let's browse and add products to this collection. So this summer collection, I'm going to add nice, beautiful blonde wigs, and I like that one. And okay, then let's pick some long curves. Let's like put 4, 5, 6 products in this collection. Okay, let's see, 5. Okay, let's add one more. Okay, let's make it like 6 products in this collection. Right, that's good. So once you've done that, let's go back, and now we have a product collection to work with. Let's then go back to the online store and customize that theme that we selected before. It really doesn't have anything on it. It's very empty. So let's like click on that and work on customizing the current theme. Okay, so remember that simple theme that we selected, you first of all have to activate it. Okay, I did that offline. So activate the theme so that it is the current theme that you're working with, and then come back here to customize it. Now, if you look at the left side, I mean, this is the navigation bar. Everything that you do here will appear on the other on sort of on the screen here, and you can see your website as you build it. So this is a really easy to use website builder. You add a section, and as you add sections, they will appear on this side, and then you will see what you're doing. So let's just test that and start with adding a section. The first one I want to add is a banner, and I'm going to say featured banner and select an image for that. And let's just work with that image that I want to add as. And if you don't have images here, you can just click upload and then upload your own image there. So that's the image I want to work with there. And as you can see, you've got now your website is updating as you go along. You have that rich text. This is that text that's up there. And then you have the featured banner. That is the banner that you just added there. But I want this banner to be on top of the text. So just touch on the, hover over the featured banner, click on the dots and just sort of move it up like that. And just like that, you've moved the banner on top of your text. And so edit this text. If you want to edit this text, you click on it and then it will open an area where you can edit it. And this is the information that's already there. So just add this information and put whatever it is you want to put in here. And I always recommend, if you're building a website or a page, whatever it is you're building, is to always keep search engine optimization in mind. What that means is think like a Google machine. And when you write your words, think about how you want people to find your page. What are those keywords you want people to use to find your page? So select your keywords and then use your keywords everywhere you are typing. So if, for example, I've selected the keyword hair extensions, make sure that I type hair extensions everywhere. Let it be the first thing you talk about, hair extensions. And then type a little bit more and include it everywhere in your description, in your words, so that the search engine will pick up hair extensions all over your page and associate your page with hair extensions. So this is how you would edit this section. And once you're done editing it, just click on a save and then I'll go back. And let's add a couple more sections. I want to add a section with our collection that we just made. So we're just going to say in here, featured collection, add, And the featured collection that we want is the one we just created, summer collection. And if you do not have a collection at this time, you can create a collection directly from this page and add a couple of products that you want. And as you add it, before you even save, you will already see these are all the products you've added in your collection. And this is what this is going to look like on your website. So click select and click save and go back. And just like that, your website has changed. It has that featured banner, is the image that we created there. It has the rich text, which is the text that we have there. And actually, I want like 2 paragraphs on this rich text. So I'm just going to copy that and paste that again. But obviously, you won't do that. You're going to rewrite this properly. And then you have like 2 paragraphs on your rich text, and then you have the featured collection. And I just want to add one more section. And I want to add a section on which has an image with a text. So what an image with a text look like. Immediately when you click on it, you see it there, and you can say add. And as soon as you do that, it allows you to edit this image with the text. So I'm going to select an image, and I'll select that one and click select. And once I've done that, I can decide whether I want the image to be on the left or on the right. If I click right, the image moves to the right. And if I click left, the image goes back to the left. And I can edit this text as well. And hey, extensions galore, whatever you want to write in here. And then also edit this text as you see fit, always keeping your keywords in mind. And if you want a button, you can also put in a button label here and say find out more, explore. And you can decide where you want your button to link to. Maybe you want it to link to products, and which products do you want it to link to? All products. And what will happen is you now have a button there, and people can click on it. And if you selected all products, this button will link to a product page that shows you all the products for your hair extensions. And then you can just click save, and then go back to your website. And now you can see as you're building this site, as you go along, you've got your hero image, your featured collection, you've got your extensions galore. And I just want to have one more section, which is the featured product. And I want a specific product that I want to sell. If you have a product that you really feel like there's a product you want to push, you're going to put a discount on it, and you're going to make sure that product appears on your front page so that people can see that product immediately when they log into your website. So let's add our push product, the one we really want to sell the most. And let's say you pick that one and click select, and that product is going to appear on your front page, and people can immediately edit to cart directly from the front page. And all those product variations that you added are here. Okay, so people can decide they want this 8H14 and they want to ship from the US or from China, and the price changes according to the variation that they pick. If I pick that variation, it's a different price. If I pick this variation, it's a different price. And this price is based on the pricing rules that you set from Oberlo. So it's looking at the price there, and it's already multiplied it based on the pricing rules that you set up inside your settings here. Remember this pricing rules that we did here. So those pricing rules are automatically applied, and that's what this price is based on. So you're going to sell this hair for 2,800 Rand. And think about it. If you are in South Africa and you want to sell hair online, do you think you can sell this 14-inch, 16-inch, 16-inch? This is 3 different bundles. Can you sell these inches for 2,800 Rands? If you think this is too expensive, then you can still change your pricing rules. You can still go back here and say, I think that's a little bit too much. So let me make this 35. And let's make this 35, okay? And save settings. If you change these settings, you're going to have the options to apply the pricing rules to existing products. So you can change your pricing rules. And select the prices, all the prices and comparative prices, shop and import list, everything. And you can just say apply. And what that will do is that it will now go and update the existing prices based on that. It takes a little bit of time for these changes to propagate through the system. Don't worry about it. Once you've done it here, it's going to eventually come through and propagate here. It might not happen immediately, but it will happen eventually. So take some time and come back and just double check that this has happened and that you're happy with the pricing that you see here. And our website is completed. This is exactly what we wanted. And if you click on the catalog on this side, you will see the page, the catalog page. And the catalog page just lists all the products that you have in your store. Okay, so we have the catalog, we have the home page, and our website is looking exactly the way that we want it to look. Okay, so let's go back. Oopsie, let's not forget to save everything we've done so that we do not lose it. Thank God it reminds you. Let's now go back to, there's a couple of things I did in the background. I installed Facebook marketing and Google marketing, and I'll just show you how to do that quickly. If you go to the apps, you can click on the top here and visit the App Store and look for Facebook and Google. It should look exactly like this and this exact types logo. What these will do, they will help you market your online store on Facebook and on Google. And in Google, sometimes you have to pay for the Google advertising, but let me assure you, as a new online store, you will not make even a single sale if you do not market your store. You have to drive traffic to your new online store. Many people think, oh no, I'm selling these amazing things. I've done the perfect SEO. I'm just going to build my online store. People are going to flock in and buy. That's not how it works. Especially when you're new and you're just starting out, you do have to spend a little bit of money on advertising. So install these applications. You will install them here, and then you'll have to set them up and connect them to your Google account and to your Facebook account, and just follow the steps to connect your Facebook page to this Shopify store. It will then automatically just sync your products to Facebook, and you can sell your products on your Facebook page as well. And this will also automatically link products to your Google merchant account, and you will sell them also on Google and decide on what amount of money you want to spend, for example, on Google advertising. But this is very, very important. Do not forget to do this. Now, I just want to navigate through this Shopify panel on the left here. The home page is where we started. When you come in the first time, you are on the home page. And the orders, this is where your orders will appear. Currently, you will have no orders. And as soon as you get an order, your orders will be here, and you'll be able to manage your orders here, the statuses of the orders, the different orders, that clients are making on your store. The products are what we've just added. You can come here and you can edit all your products as you see fit. I mean, just start by removing this long description. I mean, the long sort of name, and just add whatever, a more SEO friendly, shorter name, and just edit your products here. Your customers, every time you get a new client on your Shopify store, your customers are going to be listed here, and you'll be able to see all their details, how many products they've bought from your store, so forth. All sorts of customer relations, you'll be able to see it there. And your analytics is a very important part. People do not take this seriously when starting an online store. You have to take special attention to your analytics. You have to see how many sales you're making, how many sales you're making per day. Are your sales going up? Are your sales going down? So that when you do marketing campaigns, you can also track, are the marketing campaigns working? What's working? What's not working? Where are the orders coming from? Are you getting orders from Facebook clients? Are you getting orders from Google clients? Then you can figure out where to spend more money on your marketing. So please take special note to this. Visit this on a regular basis to see the analytics for your store. Marketing, this is where you need to come here and decide if you want to do marketing campaigns. Also very important, you have to market your store. It's not enough to just have an online store and think you're going to get clients buying your items. It doesn't matter how amazing your items are. People have to see products, and the majority of clients will come from people that are just coming onto Google and searching for something. Oh, I want to find hair extensions near me. And maybe that's what you want to focus as your keyword inside, and figure out how to do your marketing there. And you also have email marketing options here. You can install one of these email marketing products that you can use to, once you have a client base, start emailing your clients on a regular basis, informing them if you have new products on the store, or just keeping the engagement going so they can see that you're a real store, you exist, and you're somebody that they can talk to and relate to. Discounts, this is where you would come and create your discount codes. For example, if you want to do a campaign, a sale campaign, have a 10%, 20% sale on your store, you can come in here and create a discount code of, let's say, like, I want a 10% discount code. And then you can share that with the people that you want to share it with. And if those people come to your store and on checkout, they use that specific code, they will be able to check out of your store and get the discount that you've selected. And the apps, obviously, we've looked at this. This is where you can come and install apps. And a little bit more about Shopify apps. This is the basic Shopify store that you get. What I've built for you is what you get out of the box. Okay, everything else that you see out there, it comes from apps. Okay, if you want a chat widget on your store, you have to install an app for that. If you want cross-linking, cross sales, upsells, you have to get an app for that. If you want to include email marketing, you have to install an app for that. If you want to have reviews on your client pages, you have to have an app for that. Pretty much everything you do on Shopify, you have to have an app for that. The most basic Shopify store comes with absolutely nothing on it, and a lot of these apps are not free. You're going to have to pay for it. A lot of the apps will tell you, okay, you can install me for free, but as soon as you start using the app, you have to start paying for it. If you want social what they call it, like those pop-ups that keep saying, yes, somebody has bought something, you have to pay for that. If you want, those banners on your page that show now we've got a sale that ends in 2 days, you have to pay for that. If you want even the little images on your product page for Visa, MasterCard, that says this is secure checkout, you have to pay for that. All of that, you need to go into the Shopify store and search for badges, search for apps, search for everything, and figure out which ones are free, which ones are not, and include those in your store. So let's go back to the home page and finalize our store. We've done the products, we've done the theme, and the last one is the domain. This is very, very important. If you don't hear anything I teach you today, you must remember this. When you create your own Shopify store, especially from scratch, you will be very tempted to just come in here and say, for adding a domain, you have a couple of options. You can either connect your existing domain, transfer, or buy a new domain. And this will allow you to buy a domain directly from Shopify. Do not do that. Do not buy a new domain from Shopify, and do not transfer your domain to Shopify. Rather, connect an existing domain to Shopify so that you own your own domain for many, many reasons. And this has happened to me and many other people that have had stores on Shopify. Shopify is notorious for shutting down your store without warning, without notice. That has happened to me more than once. I come in one day and there's an email from Shopify and they say, oh no, there was a product that you have overpriced and you need to supply us with information about this product or we're going to shut your store down. And they send that email today, and I don't see it because I'm busy with something else. By the time I see it, they've already shut down the store because they think I'm not replying to the email, as if I'm sitting in front of my computer 24/7 to respond to Shopify emails. And then my store is shut down. They just shut you down. And if your domain is based on Shopify, your domain is also lost because they've shut everything down. But if you have a domain that you created somewhere else, you can just, that's your domain, you own it. If Shopify shuts your store down, they're shutting just the Shopify store. Okay, you can still take your domain out of Shopify and use it somewhere else. So please register your own domain somewhere else that you control, that if things go sideways with Shopify and this happens, and even if things don't go sideways, sometimes you just grow and you overgrow Shopify, and that also happens. You become too big and you decide you want to just build your own store somewhere else. And if that happens as well, you want to be able to build your store somewhere else and keep that domain. You don't want to rebuild another domain from scratch, because that domain is where your clients know you from, and you've already done your SEO for that domain. You've done a lot of work, groundwork. You want to keep that domain. So make sure you own your domain somewhere else, and you rather transfer it to Shopify, so that when you outgrow Shopify in the future, you still have your domain and you can build your store somewhere else outside of Shopify. So in this specific case, I would say connect an existing domain and continue with that. And once you've done that, the last step is to disable your password. Okay. Currently, you will not be able to disable your password until you pick a plan. Okay. So let's have a look at the plans that you need to pick. But okay, before we get there, please just fill in this page, your preferences, put in your title, put in your description, and put in an image for your SEO. So this image is what appears on your page metadata, and this is very important to make your site look more professional. So include that information, and then just go down here and let's look at the Shopify plans that we have. Okay, Shopify plans. You have a $29 plan per month, $79 and $299. This one is the cheapest and is the one that most people use, especially when you're starting out as a beginner. Let me tell you, this $29 is a little bit deceiving, because you're going to pay more than that, almost guaranteed. First of all, this price excludes VAT, or what you call value added tax, or the extra sales tax that whatever your country imposes on items. So in South Africa, our value added tax is at 15%. So you need to include that 50% on top of that $29. And that's how much you're actually going to pay out of your credit card. Now, you have 14 days free trial with Shopify once you open your email. So the 14 days count from today. From today, on the 11th of July, when we first entered our email address and started working on our store, the 14 days starts counting. So even if you select the plan 7 days from now, it's not going to be 14 days from you selecting the plan. It's going to be 14 days from when you started your store. Okay, so from today up to 14 days, you can do the store for free. So even if you choose this plan and you enter your credit card details, you will not be charged today. You will be charged 14 days from today. But your store won't go online until you do this. So everything you're doing, all the edits we've been doing, everything we've been building our store is happening in the back end. No one can see your store unless if you give them the password to your store. So you need to select a plan, choose the plan, and pay for it. And keep in mind, you are going to pay for this $29 whether or not you make sales. So whether you make sales or you don't make sales, you have to pay this $29. So from the time that you decide to open your Shopify store, make sure you have your products figured out and know exactly what it is you're trying to sell, and know that you're going to be paying this with or without sales on your store. And if you do not pay the $29, they shut you down. Okay, they shut your store down, literally. They will close you down. And another thing I want to draw your attention to, which is in small print, is this 2% transaction fee. Okay, very, very important. You will always pay more than this $29 because of the transaction fees. What this transaction fee means is, if I make 10,000 Rands in sales in my store, okay, I'm going to pay 2% of that to Shopify as a transaction fee. So I'm going to pay $29 plus the transaction fee amount that are 2% of all the transactions I've made for the month, plus whatever the value added tax it is for my country. That is how much I'm going to pay. So you always end up paying a little bit more. And this $29 is going to add up very, very quickly. At the very least, you're going to be paying up to $100 a month for a Shopify store, because you're going to pay for the apps that you will need in your store, which also come with their value added taxes. You're going to pay the $29, and you're going to pay the 2% transaction fee. And if you're living in South Africa or other African countries where you don't have Shopify payments, you have to utilize a third-party payment processing. Okay, so let me know if you want me to make a video on payment processing, and I will do that. Do that in the comments below. Payment processing is a company like PayFast or whatever you want to process your payments through. That company has its own transaction fees. So PayFast charges up to 5%, I think, on credit card payments. So if I'm selling something for 100 Rand, I need to give 5% of that to PayFast. Okay, and after I've paid PayFast 5%, I'm still paying Shopify another 2%, and then I'm still paying for the Shopify fees. So the fees actually add up very, very quickly. At the end of the day, just budget much, much more than this $29. Just keep in mind how everything will add up to the money that you'll be paying monthly. But once you're satisfied with this, I mean, if you select the higher package, the transaction fee is a little bit less, but then they offer you a little bit more as well, but then you're paying more. So this just depends on how much sales you're going to be making in a month, and think through that and decide whether you want to pay 2% transaction fee or you want to pay 1% transaction fee, and how many sales you're going to be making on your online store. Okay, so now that all of that is done, in conclusion, let's just have a look at what our online store looks like. Okay, this is our online store. I can immediately see it because it can see that I'm logged in. But if you gave this link to any other person, they would have to have that password to be able to log into the store. Okay, but this is our store. Okay, we've just built this in the last hour or so. Okay, and if you want, you can also add a subscribe a widget here so that people can subscribe, and then you can connect it to a MailChimp or some other payment processing, some other, client, CRM, Omnisend, whichever one you use, and you can collect all your subscription information directly from your website. And just like that, you've got your store. Thank you very much for watching, guys.